You were at the 2014 Technical Programme Committee Chairman. Can you give us a brief overview of Euro PM2014?
Euro PM2014 was a very successful PM conference. We had more than 800 delegates. We had a lot of students. We had the first time ever we had young engineers being introduced to the PM. I think that was very important. We had excellent speeches, very good discussions, and I think it was the most successful PM conference ever.
So now you're a Technical Programme Committee member for 2015. How is the standard of the papers for this year's event?
I think it's a very good standard again. So as the experts that are sorting out the papers do very well know what they are talking about. The quality standard can be kept as high. There is a lot of papers being brought into that are qualified to being not taken or being qualified as a poster session only. Mm-hmm. So I'm very confident that it will be again a very high quality program.
What are you looking forward to in terms of the papers for this year's event?
The beauty of the papers that are brought in this year again is that they are on a very wide variety technically, and I think this is necessary for the industry, because one of the challenges that we have to take is that the European PM powder producers and PM part manufacturers, they are confronted with the fact that the automotive industry, and we are most likely working for automotive, is not really growing dramatically in Europe. So the only way how we can grow in a saturated market is by bringing in some new technical features. And this must be reflected also in the way how we select the papers for presentation in the European conference.
So when we look at the PM industry, where do you see sort of the trends coming from in the short to medium term when you talked about additive manufacturing or new products in existing markets and the decline or the maturation of PM structural parts in automotive applications? Where are you seeing the new niche operations coming from?
I think currently, as the European market is not really growing very much, and we are talking about the European PM industry here, we have to be prepared on being high efficient and being very innovative in the way how we utilize the features that PM can give. So the efficiency is a thing that comes with understanding of the process, and I'm expecting that we are all more and more confronted with that. We have to understand what we are doing. The second thing on efficiency is that we have to utilize that know-how that we generate. So we have to have the right equipment doing the right thing and being very robust in the processing. And this opens a lot of technical questions that need to be answered. And the second thing is bringing in new functions that goes into not only high strength applications, it goes further than high strength applications. It goes into answers to questions like, how can we utilize porosity? We have porosity. Typically we are trying to get away from the porosity, but maybe we can find some new ways how to utilize that. There are pores in. We can fill them up with special, whatever it might be, oils or some other materials, so that we can provide new functions. That is a thing how we have to look at the PM industry.
And are the abstracts that you've been looking at this morning, are they following that pattern, or is that a few years down the line to come to fruition?
I think that there are very interesting abstracts there that do follow in that direction, not entirely, but there is, if you have some fantasy on looking at it, it can be seen that this is well understood. And I also think that this collaboration between universities in Europe and the European industry, this is a unique thing that we have here that is very efficient and that helps us a lot to bring that niche technology PM further.